Hey Pisces, I am doing a reading for you for the new moon in Virgo, right? So today is actually 8/8. It is Lionsgate. I already did a collective reading for that. If you want to watch that too, that'd be great. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you. But I am also going to do a reading here for you for the new moon, right? Before I started your video here, what I was getting is Pisces. You are picking up everything around you. I feel like colors are standing out to you more. Like I feel like numbers are standing out to you more. I feel like energy is standing out to you more. The lights are changing for you here. Like I feel like everything is like coming to you as a sign here, like for the betterment of you, to bring you messages, right? I feel like there could have been you could have been receiving messages a certain way, right? And I feel like you could have cut that out so you could open up a doorway to see these messages come to you in a different way, right? Like I feel like instead of focusing on one way of seeing it, like I feel like you're literally going more into your intuition. I feel like your intuition has kicked up at least 4 notches. At least 4. I'm gonna say 4. I feel like this has made you a lot more sensitive, right? Don't forget to take time out for yourself, meditate, right? Do some journaling here. If you start becoming like emotional, like a little too emotional, a little, because keep in mind, we're doing a new moon in Virgo reading, so it's the opposite of Pisces, right? It's the it's like the yin and the yang, right? So you could be in an energy right now that's like a little bit different, right? But I feel like it's still the other half of you, right? So you could be feeling a little discombobulated, but maybe a little bit more whole at this time, right? I feel like this season's bringing like your 2 fish together, right? Eight of Cups, yeah. I feel like Pisces, there could be yeah, very heavily. I feel like this 8 of Cups here, I feel like this was almost like maybe you were doing fire magic. I feel like this is the way you were receiving your intuitive gifts here, right? I feel like you walked away from that in order to search for something else here, like a different way, a new way. Like, see how you're going from like a little bowl of fire, like to like the sun, right? Like you're looking at this little bowl and you're like realizing like, oh my gosh, there's like a whole sun. Going towards like something a lot more warm, a lot more welcoming here, right? And I feel like that's very much your intuitive gifts. It's something that you were working with that was very small here. And then you're realizing like, oh my goodness, like I could be working with something that's so much more like larger, so much more powerful here, right? And I feel like you're trusting in that even. I feel like it was your intuition that was telling you like, hey, it's time to go towards something bigger and better here for you, right? And I feel like you knew that. And we have the King of Cups here. Yeah, that's you. You could be more in your masculine energy at this time. But more or less, I feel like this is more you being in your emotional nature at this time. Not just your emotional nature, but your emotionally in charge nature, right? Like, I feel like you're picking up these vibrations as to like when to move, how to move, you know, when something's coming, you know, when something's moving here, you know, when like you can hear it. Like these are like you're feeling the movement of all around you, right? Like even the light shining different on you here. It's like Your intuition has kicked up to like mega high levels here, right? Like I feel like you're in tune and in touch with so many more things, right? And I feel like that's what led you to this walking away and walking towards something larger here, right? I feel like you knew this, you felt this, right? But unlike the Queen of Cups, Pisces, I feel like you're very much in the King of Cups nature, where you're not allowing the emotions to overtake you, to change where you are rooted. Keep in mind, he's in the water, but he ain't that deep. He's not that deep. He's rooted in it, but he's not that deep, right? He's not out here like neck high in the water, you know, trying to fight the waves and stuff. Like, no, like he's using his emotional nature wisely, right? He's not letting his emotions overtake him, overpower him, right? He's able to sit in the water and just be, right? And just take in everything and not be changed. Like his emotional state is not being changed, right? He has light pouring from his head and he's smiling. Like no matter what's coming your way, like I feel like you're being enlightened about it, right? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've been holding back from something here. Like I feel like you haven't been necessarily sharing these emotions or messages that you've been receiving. I feel like you've been keeping how you feel and how you think very much to yourself. Right? Like somebody can be around you all day and never really know how you think, right? Or how you feel, especially how you feel, Pisces, right? And I feel like you're holding that back. I feel like and nobody's seeing exactly how much you are feeling here, right? And you're keeping it to your chest. Nobody's seeing the weight that you're carrying, like how much you can really feel, how much you're experiencing, right? And I feel like you're having no problem keeping it hidden at this time, right? I feel like if you had a bad day, you're still gonna walk in there and you're still gonna smile and laugh and have fun. Like I'm Pisces, I feel like you feel so much and you know that, and I feel like you know a lot of these feelings aren't even necessarily from you, right? Like I feel like these are just feelings and emotions that you're picking up. And learning that you don't have to share that with other people, like that's important, right? Like you don't have to tell everybody like, hey, I really don't think like you don't have to let people know like your secrets or how you don't have to do that. I mean, if you have some information that could probably help them, maybe, like okay. But if it's like something that you like have emotional feelings for, you're keeping that very much to your chest. You don't mind. Oh, I feel like you don't mind exchanging thoughts and ideas at this time. I feel like you're using your intuition as to what it is you want to share. But when it comes to exchanging, not ideas, when it comes to exchanging emotions, you're keeping that very much under wraps to yourself. Right? I feel like you're not letting many people into that, right? And then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. We have two Eight of Cups here. Pisces, like you're walking away. If there was a Pisces, I feel like if you were holding back from something or resisting it, I feel like you're walking away from that as well. We have the Chariot. We'll go ahead and take that one. I feel like we should take that one. Yeah. I feel like you're leaving behind anything that was broken, anything that got a little touchy. I feel like you're moving more into a place where your fishes are balanced here, right? Where you're going in one solid direction. I feel like Virgo season is definitely helping you do that. I'm scratching my face over here. I feel like Virgo season is definitely helping you do that. You know, you with Pisces, you have two fish, the light and the dark, going in separate directions here. But I feel like at this time, they're almost being like pulled together here to work a little bit better in unison, right? Yeah, I feel like you're connecting your root and your crown chakra here. And I say that from all of the purple and all the red, right? And then we have the Page of Cups. Yeah. I feel like when you begin to connect your crown and your root chakra, I feel like that's releasing here for you, right? You see how his chest is like releasing. So here's your root, right? And here's your crown. And right here in the middle is where he's having his release here, like right from his heart chakra. I feel like this work is, and then look, here's his little heart. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're releasing, this work that you're doing is releasing a lot of trauma. I feel like you could have had a lot of heart trauma, a lot of heart issues. And I feel like that's being released here. I feel like that's being healed. I feel like you could have felt like an old man here, like with all of this like stuff you've been holding back from here. I feel like it was kind of like weighing on you and making you feel like old and, you know, like heavy, right? Slow moving. And I feel like as you go forward and like release this stuff, when you really start blending your energies, your masculine and your feminine, your light and your dark aspects, like I feel like you're gonna feel like 18. Look at this. You're gonna feel like 18. You're gonna lose. And see, look, he's still here at the beach. Look, it's the same guy. He's still here at the beach. Look. But once you get yourself on sturdier ground, once you start healing yourself, you're going to be becoming so much more youthful, right? Like, I feel like you had to get in this space where you're feeling more, like you're going through more, so that you could have this release, right? So you could free yourself. I feel like you're losing like 20 years here. Like, I feel like you're going to like come out feeling like a brand new person. You're going to look good. You're gonna feel good, right? Like I feel like the work that you're doing right now, like you could be having like a lot of aches and pains, like an old man. I'm telling you, you could be like, what the kind of energy and work that you're doing on yourself, it's weighing on you, right? Like, and it's heavy because it's stuff that you're pulling, right? And as it's getting healed, like you're letting it go and you're gonna be better. Like you're gonna feel better. You're gonna be able to like start doing like track again. You're gonna start like running and jumping. Like you're gonna just be youthful, dancing. Like if you have wrinkles, those are going away. like you're revived, you're refreshed. Like you're healing yourself. You're connecting all of your chakras. You're lighting up. You're lighting up you, right? All right, what is this 8 of Cups? We have another 8 here. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You could be working, and then we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you could be walking away from like a workplace. I just heard a honk. You could be walking away from a place of business, something you've been working on here, right? It could have been with a group of people here. An intellectual group, right? I feel like some secrets could have come out about this this group of people here that you work with, right? And I feel like that that kind of sets you out on your own journey here, right? Like I feel like I feel like you just wanted to branch out on your own here, right? What is this King of Cups? We have the Knight of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like there's something that you found like a passion for, right? And I feel like you're trying to ground that, right? Seven of Wands, yeah. I feel like you're trying to cultivate and bring something into the world, right? And protect it, right? Like this is something that you're watering, you're making sure it's planted, that you're protecting here, right? Something that you have very strong emotion for, right? I feel like you could be, I feel like you walked away from a group of people here and started focusing on your own endeavor, something where it does call for a lot of passion, a lot of energy from you, a lot of emotional energy, a lot of care and concern, right? Something that needs protection here, right? And we have the Knight of Swords. I feel like it's involving like you speaking your own truth here, right? Like I feel like in the past, this is what you walked away from. We have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles here, right? I feel like you had been working in somebody else's truth, a group's truth, their truth, whatever. And I feel like you kind of walked away from that and you were like, you know what? I don't really feel that deeply emotionally connected to that. I feel like I'm going to like run towards my own truth, like what I find value in, like where my emotions are being set to, right? And I feel like you're protecting that. Like I feel like you're protecting your words, your truth, like how you're seeing things, like the seeds that you're planting here, right? Like yeah, like you worked with a group and you made something beautiful here, but I feel like it's time for you to set out on your own journey here, right? And start planting your own seeds, right? Like focusing on your own, right? Your own crops here, right? And what is this Four of Pentacles? Yeah, I feel like that did make you kind of have to like hold back from this group of people that you were around, right? Especially because, I mean, look, you were keeping your truth in this bag, right? Like, you have to start, you know, like, I'm protecting it. It's mine. You know, like, it could have to do with the Lover here, right? We have the Lovers. Nine of Swords, yeah. Holding back from others, really kind of made you a little anxious here, right? Like focusing on your own projects instead of like focusing on like other people, another person, like kind of made you anxious, right? Like I feel like we have two nines here. We have Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Like, I feel like it made you anxious, but it's what you really wanted to do, right? Like, I feel like you, were wanting to set out on your own, right? It makes you uncomfortable because I don't think you had done it on your own previous, but I feel like now that's what you're wanting, right? What is this Eight of Cups? We have the Queen of Swords here with the Six of Wands, yeah. When you decide to finally start walking away, right? And I feel like it's you taking a decisive action. where you're learning how to like control your emotions in a better way with this King of Cups here. You're also learning how to, once you feel these emotions and you take them in and you understand them, I feel like you're able to like now like disperse them properly. Like you're able to share them in a way that is understandable, that people almost appreciate. It's helpful here, right? Once you walk away, you'll get into this space where you're glad you didn't just stick with the truth of what other people are telling you. I feel like you're going to be glad that you went out on a leap of faith here and you stuck with what you knew to be true, where you were going to plant your seeds, right? That is going to bring in success, like especially because you believed in yourself here, right? We have the Four of Cups. Yeah. It's what you manifested, right? You manifested that. What is the Chariot here? We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the Magician. I feel like you're fighting anybody using like emotional manipulation. Like, I feel like if there is emotional manipulation being used, I feel like it's causing a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting, a lot of upset, right? I feel like you know and feel it when it's like manipulation, right? And I think that kind of like sets you off a little bit more, right? And I feel like that kind of like, ooh, I feel like some horns are coming out. Like, I feel like you just are not dealing with that anymore, right? Like, I'm not going in that direction. You can't make me go in that direction. You can't, I feel like it kind of feels like a kid, like I feel like maybe this group tried to like pull you in a little bit. I feel like you're not going. I feel like you could be using your words to get out of a situation here for sure. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you are using your words to get out of a situation. Ten of Swords. Yeah. There's something here that is so done. It's been overplayed, right? And I think you know that. And I think it's time, now that you've cultivated this energy where you know how to have your emotions and feel them in a healthy way, and you're able to speak on them in a healthy way. I feel like you're using that power to unstick yourself, get out of situations that you no longer want to be in, right? Like, I feel like people can't, like, you're not easily manipulated any longer, right? You know your truth, right? What is the Page of Cups? We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, when you get on the ball and you start making moves and going in the direction that you're supposed to be going in, doing that healing work, especially on your root and your crown, I feel almost like a new way of life coming in for you here, right? Six of Cups, yeah. Where in the previously in the past, like, I feel like you could have had just connections where it was just like business, or like, this is what you think, or this is what we do. And I feel like once you kind of learn how to cultivate your energy properly, like, I feel like you begin to heal yourself. You begin to heal others, right? Your bonds begin to deepen and strengthen between people, right? I feel like where you were almost in like kind of a harsh like energy before, I feel like a softening, like a sweeter energy, much more vulnerable, a lot more loving, right? I feel like once you begin to like do this like healing work on yourself, it's going to be like given to others, right? And I feel like that's going to be bringing in a lot of like healthy relationships here, like helpful, healthy relationships. Yeah, Knight of Wands. With people that make you feel passionate, with people that actually light your fire here. Not people that make it feel like you're at work, right? Like I feel like this new space that you're going into, like the things that you're going to be doing and the relationships you're going to be having, like it's not going to feel like work. It's not going to feel like Virgo. It's going to feel like Pisces. You know, it's going to feel like that warm, lovey feeling, you know? Yeah. I feel like you're getting away from like what people are saying like you have to do, and like going more towards like what lights your fire, where you feel a connection to, right? Let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Soak in a bath. That's what I'm saying with it. It's about cleansing your emotions, cleansing your emotional state, right? How you're dealing with yourself, where you're putting your passion into, where you're putting your emotions into, where you're putting magic into, right? Focus on that. Make sure you're putting it in the right places, right? You. All right, guys. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.